Enter the stream. Y'all already know we have an exciting show planned for y'all this evening. So use this time wisely, okay? Time is of the essence. Go ahead, like and share the video.
And
okay?
comment.
Yes, all of that. So again, if you're in any groups, relationship groups, love dating groups, whatever, don't just share on your page. Come on, like spread the love. Share there too.
And make sure you have 1 or 2 or 3 people.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hey, you guys, welcome to the Women of Power Radio Show, where we have another exciting show lined up for you guys on tonight. But right now, we want you to like and share the video. So make sure you guys are sharing all of our social media, what do you call them? Platforms are on the bottom, so you can let people know that they can tune in on YouTube, they can catch us on Facebook, and then, of course, just go like our Instagram. So how many of you guys are ready for tonight?
Me.
Okay, 1. All right.
Oh, it's all right. Let's use this to share, and get your opinions ready.
Absolutely.
So get your opinions ready.
Come on in where the table is spread.
What?
You know what? I'm actually under the live. I need to be under. I mean, I'm under the announcement. Oh, I guess it's cool.
What?
Because it says your live video starts on Women of Power Radio Show in 2 minutes. And then when you click on it, it takes us to the live. But unfortunately, I can't see the people that are coming in on this one.
Oh, hey, it's not technically live yet?
No, because, oh, you got the same one.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. No, I'm not tripping. All right.
I got some in my teeth.
Okay.
I got some in my
All right,
teeth.
so we're going to jump right into, y'all know we do not like to delay. So as you can see, going across the bottom of the screen, we have a question that we were asked last week, but last week it was just a little juicy on something, so it took us a while. We didn't get to it then, but we're going to get to it tonight. The ultimate question, which we hear this all the time, right, is how long is too long to be dating the same person when you both desire commitment? Now, we all know we live in a time where we have all these different phases, right? Some consider talking and dating to be the same phase. Others are like, no, you talk first, then you start dating, then you start dating exclusively, then you can get into a relationship, which according to Kasha and me, relationships kind of don't exist, and then you get married. So it just depends on where you fall in on that spectrum. So we're going to talk about that tonight. But the question she has for us is, how long is too long to be dating the same person without commitment? She's been dating a guy, I believe, for 7 months, and they don't necessarily have a title. And her question is, if we both say that a relationship is what we want, what's the holdup? Like, should I call it quits now, or do I keep going? Like, when is the cutoff point? When do we stop?
I want to say what's up, Joelle Brittany. Thank you for joining us on tonight. That is a good question, because she said they both came into it saying we want to be in a committed relationship.
Right.
Which I would question, what is your version of commitment? Because is your version of commitment like a boyfriend-girlfriend thing? Or are you talking about commitment like marriage? So do you know what type of commitment they're talking about?
Because she said there's no title. So of course she's not talking marriage. She means
so they don't have any titles right now.
They're still
dating.
So she's
after
like,
7
how long
months.
am I supposed to be like dating?
So they both had the discussion when they first entered into it that they want a relationship. Mm-hmm. So they were building to a relationship,
right.
But they did. So is it that she just hadn't pulled him to the side and was like, hey, so what are we now?
I'm not sure. She's basically, I guess, maybe she has, or maybe she hasn't said anything and she wants to know, check with us to see if this is normal and she should just keep going, or
it's 7 months. It's 7 months.
You got a whole house by now, sis. All them bricks y'all been laying. I mean,
right.
I don't.
The foundation, the bricks.
The foundation been done.
Listen, hey, Dre Morrison, thank you for joining us on tonight. Listen, the question is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. We want your input so we can help this young lady. Nana.
So yes, the question again is, how long is too long to be dating the same person when you both desire commitment? Because again, it's different if y'all haven't discussed it. You don't really know what their intentions are. You've kind of been going with the flow. And so now you want to see. But if you both had a plan that this is what you were working towards, at what point do you say, sir, have we arrived?
But, you know, your first answer to the question, you know, how you were saying it depends on where you are on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. To me, that's saying there's no cookie cutter.
Right. There isn't.
What is a cookie cutter?
Like there's no set rules to say, okay, after this many months, you're here because everyone's different. So we don't know.
Right.
I mean,
So
I don't
how
think
long would y'all talk to
it's
somebody
that
without-
deep though. Like if they had a discussion when they first started saying that they plan on having a relationship, if there's nothing that,
Well, that's what they looking for.
yeah. So I think she just needs to just have a discussion with him, be like, hey, so you know, where are we now? You know, because it's not like something dramatic happened for her to. It's like, hey,
but
it's
I'm
7
pretty
months.
sure the reason she's asking the question is because she doesn't want him to feel pressure.
Right. That's
what
It's 7 months.
I mean, it take 9 months to make a baby.
I'm saying now, if that was me, you'll be like, Zenobia, it's 7 months. So it's 7 months.
Hey, Miriam.
Okay.
No, but I'm for real. It is 7 months. It's like over half a year. I don't think that that's pressure to say, especially if they had the conversation.
But they have made a decision, right?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't think it's pressure for her to bring that up because they previously said that they both were looking for a relationship.
I know, but have they made a decision that they're dating exclusively? Like that they're not seeing? Oh,
I don't believe so. She said, I mean, that's why I say it's confusing because this generation, all of our terms are
different.
not, exactly. Everyone. So if she says they've been dating, we don't know if she means they've been dating and seeing other people, or they've been dating and dating only each other. I don't know.
Okay. Hey, Miriam Salter, thank you for joining us on tonight. Help us help this young lady that wants to know, have I been dating too long? It's been 7 months and we have no commitment, but we both said we wanted a commitment. So I'm going to say, for me personally, because that's all I can do. I can't speak for Nana or Zenobia. But if I meet someone and we both have established that we're wanting a long-term commitment, I would think after 7 months, we should know whether or not we are interested in being in a long-term commitment. I know that it takes time for people to see the real you, but if y'all being real, then they should see the real you from jump, right? And I believe in taking people into different scenarios and different situations so you can see how they react. You know, how are you?
7 months is a long time.
So do you purposely test people?
Not purposely, but what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of times people, no, I'm not gonna say people, but sometimes men will just like, let's Netflix and chill. Let's chill at the house. No, I need to see how you are out to eat. I need to see how you are on a road trip. I need to see how you are at church. I need to see how you are, not necessarily my church, but you know, there's a revival.
We need to have some intentional settings.
Right.
WYDing someone to death is not going to get you anywhere. Like, we need intentional outings. We need to actually go out. So like she said, you have a chance to see them in different environments, because if you've only seen them at the house in front of the TV, then you don't know who you're really dealing with. Okay, because
hey, Shay,
that's not the same thing.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, Shayla, Trailer, Ricky, thank you for joining us on tonight. Yeah. Go ahead now.
Oh, yeah. So Joelle said, I think 7 months is well over enough times. Yeah. I mean, that's a while. Hey, yeah, I already said hey.
Yeah.
To Shay and Rakita. Yeah. So what do y'all think? I mean, what's the longest y'all have dated someone without commitment and you actually desired it? Like, do y'all have a cutoff point to where you say, look, if we dating, I'm gonna talk to you for, I don't know, 6 months at that, or maybe is it 3 months? Because everyone's different. Like, what is your point of, okay, we've been doing this too long and it's not going anywhere? You know, everyone has their own little.
Is 3 long enough?
I don't think
3 years?
No, months.
3 months. I don't think so.
I said that's like that's a rush.
At this point in my life, I'll even stretch it. Like, I need to see. Because we're not dating for fun, right? And I feel like when you're dating intentionally,
right,
people have the misconception that because we're older, as you get older and you're more mature, when you know what you want, you go for it real quick. But I feel like when you're more mature, because you know that this is it, you want to vet that thing and you want to take time to see it in all seasons so you can really understand. Because once I do this, I'm trying to like do this for marriage. So I need to really make sure this is not a whimsical decision. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, well, I really like him. We have chemistry. Let's go for it. Like, no, I really need to see. So yeah, 12 months to me, hey, could very much be on the table.
Right. Well, you know, I actually started reading this book by Apostle Travis Jennings called, what is it? How to Date Successfully or something like that. How to treat a black woman. And what he talked about was that initial period is actually a time of discovery. So, you know, I think it just depends on the individual, because when you
Beyonce flow going,
I know.
Baby, I
Is that
Can y'all hear that? Is that loud? Is that ratchet? We need to know, because it's kind of hot under all these lights. Yeah, but can they hear it? Is the question.
I turned it down.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Can y'all hear that?
Y'all hear that fan? Is it too loud? Sorry.
He still feels
Zenobia having a hot
Yeah, we can
flash.
still feel it.
Who? I think we all have hot flashes.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to take your time. The older you get, and the more that you know what you want, you take your time because you want to make sure that you are making the right decision.
Absolutely.
It's a serious decision.
And that time of discovery, you should be discovering some stuff. It should, I don't understand how people will reach out to you and say, I want to date you. I want to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? I like you. I want to see what you're about, but never ask you like anything about you. They're just like, how was your day?
Do you know
what did you do today?
People have been cut off because of that. And the thing is, you ask them questions and they only answer, and so it's closed, and then they only answer your question and don't ask you anything about yourself. Who does that?
Right.
That's not a dialogue. Dialogue is a two-way street, which means I speak
hate
and
that.
you speak.
Asking people questions they do not ask.
And
It's like
they answer, they don't say anything. So if you say, "How was your day?" "Oh, my day was great," or whatever, and they just answer. It's like, okay, so
And
it's
they never
an
say,
interview because you're the only one's one side. And you're constantly asking them questions like, "Dang, don't you want to know anything about me?" So you just have to know.
Listen, I'll leave your last answer hanging there for eternity.
for real.
Because it has to be a mutual desire to get to know each other.
Mutual.
And I think that, honestly, I don't know what people have been told or taught to where they don't understand that when you pursuing somebody, it's a time of discovery. It's a time of getting to know them. Mm-hmm. How do you do that? You can't do that just by asking about my day every day or good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, beautiful. Like, okay, good morning. What? What do you want? What do you want? Why do you keep good morning me every morning? You have no intentions of taking me anywhere or doing anything with me.
Okay, they can good morning for a while. How long
is a while? Because we trying to answer how long is too long. How long?
After a week, good morning is over.
So, yeah, you can say good morning every day, but it just needs to be conversational.
Like it needs to be something after that.
Not just good morning. How's your day? Then at nighttime, good night, beautiful. So I still don't know you. I still don't know you. All I know.
What did you even do today? What's your occupation?
Yeah. But the funny thing is that they really think that when they say good morning, beautiful, or good night, beautiful,
like that's sufficient.
Something like
I let her know.
I'm thinking about you. I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm fine. You gotta hit me with something else. You know what I'm saying? Get mad or something. At least show something. No,
please. There's got to be more.
I'm trying to tell y'all, good morning, beautiful is old, and you better not hit me with a GM beautiful because that's tacky.
Abbreviations. Like I don't even know you. I'm asking you, what is YWTF? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what this is. I just made that up. I don't think it's anything real. YWTF?
Because WTF is.
Yeah, sure is. Shay said define commitment, marriage. She's talking about relationships, not even marriage.
Congratulations to Shay. She recently just got engaged.
Congratulations. Yes, it was gorgeous too.
It was beautiful. And y'all didn't even see what he wrote to her. Awesome. Like she posted hers, but what he posted to her about how he knew when he saw her, I said, God, it was a beautiful post.
Oh.
It was good. Why did I hit my hand like that?
I don't know.
JJ said, hola, señoritas. Está muy bueno.
I know.
Gracias, señorita. She said we look beautiful.
Oh,
gracias,
thank you, JJ.
Gracias, mi amor.
Thank you for joining us on tonight. So we're trying to answer the question that's scrolling on the bottom of the screen. And as you can see, as usual, we done took off somewhere else, but it's related.
Right.
It's related. It's relative.
It is relative. I mean, I just think that all she has to do is just have that conversation with him.
But I think her fear is that sometimes women can like you answering just a question, asking a question like that can feel like pressure to a man. Like, oh, she's trying to pressure me into right. She's trying to pressure me into a commitment. So she's reaching out to us to avoid putting him in that position. You said, you would be willing to wait a year because you didn't have some people come out the bag on you after 6-7 months, And so, but I think it's all about the intentionality. And if they started off with the intention that we both want a committed relationship, this is what our purpose is, this is what we're doing. Well, if that's the purpose of everything that we're doing, then it has to come to a point when we realize that is not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
What's not going to happen?
The commitment.
Why?
Because that's the question. When do you realize it's not gonna happen?
Wait, what do you mean it's not gonna happen?
Meaning like it's
gone on for so long and it's like it's not
right. Like
maybe she needs to address it because maybe he's nervous about bringing it up. You You never know. I
When
don't
a
think.
man, let me tell you something.
I don't think all
When a
men
man
are.
has a woman that he wants to commit to, okay, and y'all both stated that y'all intentionally are looking for a committed relationship. When he is ready, he will commit. I don't think he's afraid to say, "Hey, I'm ready to."
I ain't never been in a committed relationship.
Well, I mean, you thought you was.
I was in my early 20s.
Okay.
So y'all
so
aren't really
say
saying
never
anything though. To
I
the
made
viewers,
the decision to.
How long is too long for y'all? Like y'all don't have any standards because I don't see any time periods in the comments.
Hey, Mary Martin, thank you for joining us. Y'all, come on, give us your what you say.
How long is too long for you to be dealing with somebody without commitment? Like, do you have a cutoff point? Anybody?
Because this is the thing. What's throwing me off is that they have not even committed to us dating exclusively.
Well, she said she don't know that they haven't though.
Yeah, we don't. All we know is they're not in a relationship yet. So,
but then we back to
but you know what? Since she says without a title, wouldn't that also mean like it's not even exclusive? Because at least exclusive.
See,
so I feel like there's not anything going on.
I guess the only reason why I said that she should talk to him because you said that they had a discussion at the beginning that they wanted to they were both looking for relationships. So I felt like maybe it would be easy since they had that conversation. You know what I'm saying? It'll be different if they didn't. It's like, ooh, I don't know. But I felt like since they had it, maybe it's time to,
circle back around.
Yeah, circle back.
Agree with Kasha. Shay said she agrees.
Thank you, Shay.
JJ said, my coworker, which is old school, told me this. A man knows pretty early on if he wants you to be his friend, his freak, or his forever. Okay, 3 F's. Come on, friend, freak, or forever. And they govern themselves accordingly. It's up to us to recognize what category we've been placed on and govern ourselves accordingly.
But you can discover where you are, what category you're in by having a conversation.
Yeah, true. And if you could be the freak if you keep laying in bed, just eliminate yourself from being the freak part, so that leaves you with the 2 other F's that you just don't sleep with them.
The friend of the forever.
Yeah, the friend of
that's
the forever.
What we okay. That's what we're going for.
No, man, like we're talking. If you don't want to be the freak, just don't do the sleeping. And then it's like I'm either the friend or the forever.
Okay, that narrows it down.
Okay, it's only going to give you the other F word, which is frustrated.
Right,
really not gonna
right.
And to
frustrated
forever. Now that brought new perspective. Because to be honest with you, after 7 months, if there has been no communication of wanting to go further or even where he stands at that point, you might already be the friend. Because she said it's our responsibility to determine what category we fit in. Why? Because they're not going to tell you. They will continue to let you wash their clothes, cook their food, bring them lunch at work, let them drive your car, pay their bills.
Because they did have that initial conversation, it's like, okay, well, when it comes down to communication, we talked about it. So he's the kind of guy who can communicate. So if he's the kind of guy who can communicate, but when it comes to the second half of what y'all are doing, he hasn't communicated anything. Then that should also raise the eyebrow because he has the capacity to communicate. Y'all did it the first time
and
around.
Then here's
the thing. He's silent.
Maybe he was highly interested at the beginning, which is why he felt comfortable with saying he wanted a relationship. So maybe now it's just like, ooh,
something has happened, or there's an attribute of her that he is like, I don't like this part of her. But instead of saying, I don't like this part of you, or I don't think we're going to work in this aspect, he's just like, call you when he want to go somewhere, kick it until he finds the one, which is unfortunate because that's what they will do. They will hang with you until he meets the one that he's ready to commit to, and then he'll let you know that he's met someone else. And
you let you know.
I'm
just saying, if he lets you know, at least he lets you know. Because some of them they won't even let you know.
You just see a post.
That's respect. Some people will not. They just ghost you. And you know she hates that word.
I hate it.
But JJ said, "Don't give any more of your time or attention than that man does, even after a conversation, because actions supersede words a lot of the time."
Right.
Just my thoughts.
Right.
And Raquel said 3 months. Hey, Raquel said 3 months if you're platonic friends, no sex or bedroom worship. Okay,
come on, Raquel.
Or bedroom worship, as we call it. Yeah, we're not doing that anymore.
It's like a gnat somewhere.
Oh, it's a gnat.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for letting everybody know.
What does platonic mean?
Just friends.
Just friends.
There's no friends with benefits. Y'all put that straight up. Like y'all just cool. Like there's nothing.
Okay.
And I would say, going back to what JJ said, even if y'all have not talked about your intentionality, this is how we end up in the pit, or what do you call it, a crevice. Or this is how we end up wherever we end up. So a lot of times in relationships is because we take what we learned at the beginning. Yeah, I'm looking for, a committed relationship, and we make it up in our mind. I am that committed relationship. I was just talking to my homeboy. I'm surprised he's not on here tonight. But I was just talking to him last night, and I was saying that sometimes a woman will meet a man, and after the first date, she's already made up in her mind he's the one. He's gonna be my husband because he's handsome. I like the way he treats me, the way he acts.
I like
and
the
so
way he work it.
she don't know how he work it.
Okay.
It's the first date.
I was gonna bust that with no bedroom worship, but you gonna talk about I like the way you work what? Okay.
Work his walk.
No, yeah, his walk, his prayer life.
Okay, or work his wallet, whatever it is. But the point is that she's made up in her mind. Now she goes home, she's fantasizing their wedding,
That's
she's
true.
seeing their
That's what we
kids,
do.
she's seeing all these things after one date.
After one day.
And so that's the pit that we fall into as women. We fall in.
Hold on.
Oh,
Listen, all y'all single, I can tell. shaking
Christian
my head.
Wales.
Christian, go home.
What does
Thank
that
you for
even
tuning
mean?
in.
What does that mean, though?
He said, shaking my head because I guess he doesn't agree with some of the things we're saying. But Christian,
What did he say?
I don't know.
All we said is everyone's timescape is different. So we're
He didn't
asking
even catch
you a
that.
question.
He's catching what
We're
we're talking
asking
about.
y'all the question.
First
how
off,
long
y'all
you
should
want
know
to date
Jesus
somebody?
is coming back. Y'all shouldn't be waiting no 2 and 3 years. Like we in the real, like we've been in the end time, being in there, but I'm talking about like we there. So like it ain't 2
Yeah, so
years.
Christian, we need
Right.
an explanation. Expound. What do you mean you can tell we're all single? Because we don't have rings on our finger? Oh, okay. JJ said, and let me free someone because I learned the hard way in my younger years. Just because you go eat and get access to his house doesn't mean you're the one. And please
Trying to
know
tell
there's
you.
a difference between being private and being a secret. If you can't be seen out with me, you can be without me.
That's good.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
it's so true. So heed that advice, you guys. I'm waiting to see what Christian gonna type next.
Because I'm
But,
trying to tell you, going up somebody's house does not mean nothing.
it doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
It's
Even
not.
having
It
the
might
key
be
doesn't mean anything.
right. It might be sacred to you.
It ain't
Yeah.
sacred.
At all.
It ain't
Yeah.
sacred. That just mean they got a spot for you to chill
Yeah,
at.
exactly.
But I totally agree to not overexert yourselves and go in 1,000%, ladies, from jump.
Yeah.
But it needs to be actions that will cause you to feel comfortable to do that. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I mean, it's tricky.
It is.
It's so tricky. It's like a fine line you walk on when it comes to dating and when it comes to relationships because there are so many mixed signals. And then we have men who have the spirit of manipulation. We have men who have mastered how to make a woman feel like she's the only one,
Talk
yet
about
have
it.
no intentions of her being the only one.
Lord.
And there are women who are, I hate to say this word, gullible. And gullible is not necessarily a negative word. It just means that you fall for things that you don't understand or have no knowledge of, or
Because
you're
they have
hoodwinked
become a
easily.
mastermind at manipulating.
Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely.
We just lack discernment and go off of our emotions a lot of times too.
Yeah.
Man,
JJ said, Christian, we need you to explain yourself.
We do
sir."
need him to
He just kind of
explain.
threw that stone on
He
right
just
We don't
did.
even know what happened.
Talking
if he's
about
still in the
all
room.
y'all single, I can tell.
He's shaking my head. That's the part throwing me
Okay,
out.
Your first name should
Like
be
he's just
Christian.
sitting there like this is a shame. But Christian, obviously, because you don't agree with us, you're someone who feels like that you should be able to date a woman as long as you want to until you decide that this is someone you want to marry. However, there are women that will allow you to date them 2, 3, 5 years. What we're saying is that
That's a long time.
For
This
this
a
particular
long
woman, she
time.
doesn't want that. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, there's people who don't desire relationships, who don't desire marriage. So if that's your forte, hey, nobody's stopping you. But here, that's just not what it is. That's all
it's
we're
not.
saying.
And we yeah. I would just say time is up for that, man, because there are people I've seen, and y'all know I love watch. I don't know why I
Here
love
she
watching
backs
these
it
talk shows.
Steve
And-
Wolf once again.
Well, I know. I think this is like a Steve
Divorce
Harvey or
court.
something
Oh,
where
okay.
you know how they get to pop up and ask a question.
Yeah.
She said divorce court, yeah. But they get to pop up and ask a question. This woman's like, well, me and my man have been together 19 years.
Your
Not
man.
or
My
husband.
man, not my husband, but my man. Y'all been together 19 years. And I'm just wondering, like, why won't he marry me? And Steve said, 19 years. And he has not married you. He said the reason why he's married you is because there's no reason to marry you because you're already being a wife
That was
to
on divorce
him.
court, too. There was
So-
a question like that.
Oh, was it?
She
Yeah.
had 4 kids with him. He said that it was so bad, so that she had been with the guy for over 20 years,
Mhm.
and they had like 4 kids together. And she said that even when the kids would get upset, or they would always joke and be like, "Oh, we all have the same last name except you, mom." Like that was the thing that they would do in the family. So it was disrespectful. So
Right.
they kind of just told her don't play that. So she was like, "Well, I don't understand. Why is it that you haven't given her your last name? And she's had 4 of your kids.
Yeah.
You've been with her however long, and you have the kids joking to her about the. And you were just like, I mean, it just takes time. I need to. And then she looked straight at the woman and she said, "Look, you heard from his own mouth. He has you on national television, making you look like a fool. You need to move on."
After 20 years?
Yeah, they've been together for a long time.
Oh my God!
And 4
You done
years.
went through 3 school systems:
And
elementary,
so,
middle school, and high school. And now you in college.
20 years is definitely a no-go.
Yeah, that's too long. And so this listener is want to know how long is too long to date the same person without commitment.
I'm gonna tell you what saddens me sometimes when we have women, they'll be living with the man, they got the kids. It looks like it appears to be a home of a married couple,
right?
But she never gets a ring. And you
Can't
got
get
people from the
Yeah.
outside in say, I want that and this and that and all that stuff. And on the inside, she's really hurt because she does not. He's never given her. He give her everything else but that commitment. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how big your house is, how many cars you got. If he can't commit, so for me, that would do something to me.
Because my thing is, why not?
Why not? If you love me enough,
right,
then why wouldn't you?
Give me
the
your
fact
kids.
that
You should be
some
proud.
security that you can leave when you want to.
Just click the red. Just click the red.
The fact that you feel the need to be able to just walk away from all this when you want to because there's not that permanent commitment, that to me would supersede whatever it is materialistically that we may have. Like,
right. And I think that speaks a lot without saying nothing.
Right.
And I know that there's some women out here that say, I don't care about being married. I don't have to be married. It's not important to me. But and that's their choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't believe in marriage, doesn't want to give, people feel like it's a piece of paper or whatever. But for those of us that are believers, come on here. We believe in marriage and we believe in that committed relationship done under God,
Yeah.
Come on, Shay.
What she saying?
Shay said, in my opinion, and this is a humble opinion.
Okay.
If you have to wonder, are we? You're not. It will be clear.
It will be
for real.
clear.
That's so true.
Yeah, a man will make his intentions known.
Very.
I mean, I've had men that I've walked past going into a restaurant and they got out their car and followed me into the restaurant because they made their intentions known that you are.
Wait, what?
I did hear.
Where did this go? Where did this go?
What? JJ is a witness. She was there one time. But we just walked into a restaurant. We sat down. We was talking to the waitress, and this guy that we passed in the car came in and found our table and was like, "Oh my God, you are beautiful. Please, blah blah blah." It was.
What did you say?
I just listened.
After he was done, what happened?
I took his little number, and JJ was like, "You should call him." He came back in.
What happened?
JJ the hype man.
I did call him. I called him.
Did y'all ever
We
go on a date?
dated a little while,
Okay.
and then we found out that I had dated his son.
Why would we find something out every week? Wait, you dated his son?
Because for some reason I always attract younger men, not younger like cougar younger, but like 10 years younger, 12 years younger, and so
just out here keeping it all in the family.
Wait, you dated his son?
Yeah.
Like
I was in a relationship with his son.
you saw a picture of his son.
Wait, you was in a relationship with this son?
Yes, okay.
How did you
how did you find out?
We were at a coffee house and we were just talking and he was saying his son and he said his son's name and just something said, "I wonder if that's Woo-Wop." And so I said, "Is your son name blah, blah, blah?" And he said, "Yeah." And I just kind of turned my head and sipped on my coffee. And then I was like, "I got to tell you something." And when I told him, he was like a little devastated because he asked, how far did the relationship go? I was like, we was in a relationship. And so, and then it kind of just
got weird.
It got really weird, really fast. Like by the time we left the coffee shop and went to the eating place, it just got really weird, really fast. And so, it lasted maybe another 2-3 weeks. And
that's a long time to last. I thought it would have ended right then and there. Because what is there to talk about?
No, he didn't want to end it. He was trying to accelerate it. And I don't do acceleration. I like organicness.
JJ said, "It hurts my heart when women say they are cool with the way things are, knowing deep down they say that to cover the fact that the man has not committed to them." Right. Especially women I know that desire marriage.
Listen, I was like that for a very long time because you're scared to want more. It's not necessarily that you're scared to want more. you're scared to vocalize that you want
Yeah.
more. So you say, no, I really am okay with it. You really settle for the 5% when the actuality is that you want the rest of the 95. You
Right.
just don't want to. You don't want
But
to
You
break
don't
it
want to turn
could
him
be-
off. You don't want to lose
Yeah.
the slice you already have, so you choose not to say anything.
It could be that they did say something, and the man was like, hey, just, let's let it happen organically, or let's let it happen naturally. And so you wait on it to happen naturally,
Yeah.
and it doesn't happen.
If it doesn't, man, you just gotta
Right.
you gotta know something better
But
is
that's
out there.
that's where it's setting standards and setting, and that's what she's trying to do now. She's trying to set a standard. It's 7 months too long, because there has to come a point where you say
Enough is enough.
enough is enough.
Now, what are we
Not
doing?
necessarily, because it could be going good,
It could be a thing.
but where is it going?
Yeah, what are we doing?
When is it going?
What are we doing?
Because maybe she's been in a situation where she was with somebody 2, 3,
Yeah.
5 years,
Right.
only for them to break up and him marry somebody else, or not.
Miriam
know.
said you dated his son. Yes, she did.
Yes, I did, Miriam.
JJ said and Hispanic men.
Wait,
What is she talking about?
he was
Because
Hispanic.
whenever we're out together, I attract a lot of
that's who
Hispanic.
comes out.
I
Oh.
attract a lot of Hispanic men.
Kasha.
Yeah.
Kasha.
That is not Hispanic.
Mary said, I don't
Oh.
remember that part of the book because it wasn't.
Mary, I couldn't tell it all. And the book wasn't really about me. It was just
Your
to give you some
intuition?
insight. So wait a minute.
We
Christian
need some
said this is
context,
his
Christian.
intuition. Be honest, am I right? So when you say all y'all, I don't know if you're talking about everybody on the show, because
Yeah,
there
he's talking
are.
about us on the show.
Are you talking about just the panel?
We're single.
Yeah, we're
But
saying
it's not really your intuition. You heard something that made you think that, or you're saying just scrolling.
Because
and you
Negro,
saw
this
us-
show ain't your intuition.
Dang, you so Christian like that.
No.
I'm saying intuition means you were just scrolling and saw 3 people talking and just thought, oh, I think they're single. But
Right.
if
But
you
there's
tuned
something
in
you
and you
heard.
heard something and
Right.
then said that means there's something that caused you to think that.
I
That's
think-
what we're trying
I
to
think
ask.
it's
Like,
an
what made you
emergency,
say
'cause
that?
it's his third time
I don't
calling
think it was really your
Is it?
intuition.
I'm for real. I hung up this other one.
Shay said, I love this show. Just start having Kasha confessions. It can be a segment. Right? Because and she drops something new every week.
He said, what's your info ID?
Latasha said he was trying to one up the sun with the acceleration. He said, I'm trying to get what my son got. You heard me? Yes.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Christian, you want to go on a date? Is that why you saying we're single?
She said Kasha confessions.
No, I think he
I'm
was
just saying, since
trying
we're
to
single,
insult
Listen,
Let's go date.
to be honest with you, say half of these confessions just pop up as memories.
It is.
But if I had to like create a show around the memories, I wouldn't remember nothing. That's how it works. But yeah.
So in general, which I think I only saw one response. I think Raquel said 3 months. Do you all not have a cutoff time?
Wait,
as far
3
as-
months? What?
How long is too long to be dating the same person? Because I asked the question and Raquel's the only one who answered.
But
as far as
but
the
three-
platonic,
I can say
like
3 months
after
go
three.
by so fast.
Right.
So
but she's
what is
saying,
y'all's time standard? For, if let's say you're dating someone, how long
Ooh,
is and you want to be in a relationship? How long is too long to be dating someone
No.
before you feel like, okay, we need to actually check in and realize,
Okay,
figure things out? Like, are we together? Are we not? Or y'all just kind of let it flow until you just know when you know? Or do you have a preset standard?
You know what? I can't even answer that because
You know when you know.
I've never had, I'm
well, don't go by your past experience. Like right now, what do you think would be a good point if you're dating someone with intentionality?
y'all not
Right.
exclusive.
Right.
Y'all not exclusive, man.
I think after 6 months, you should know whether or not
Is
you
it
want to date
now?
exclusively.
Is it a new person or is it somebody you've been knowing? Because
It
to me,
doesn't
that make
matter.
a difference
It don't
too.
matter.
Because
How
if
does
it's
it
somebody
make a
that I've
difference?
known, either way,
I
if
think
we're
I
starting
think something.
fresh when
I
we
think
get
some are
together.
smooth. I think some will go by faster if you've been knowing the person, and then some take a little bit longer if you never knew the
Okay,
person.
let's just say she's never known this person. They started dating. They both want a serious relationship. They're 7 months in, and there's been no level of commitment.
I would say
Is
about,
that too long?
I'll say I think around the 4th, 5th month it should be something transitioning.
into
Right.
Yeah.
Either to exclusivity or to separation. Because I'm just
That's real.
What? What?
Oh, you see what she put?
Uh-uh.
Yeah. She said, Shay, I'm singing these
Oh.
are my confessions. Girl, Mary said 10 business days.
10
Man,
business
that's not
days,
long
Mary?
You know
enough.
how Mary is though.
That's not long enough.
10 business days.
Girl,
It's like, you want me or not?
A whole
No, really.
million.
Nowadays, shoot, 10 days.
Is a long, and that's
Sure.
that, let me
Look,
tell you
I
something.
found out a whole bunch of stuff in 10 days.
She found a lot of stuff out in 5 days.
True.
Man, so yeah, the light went out.
Now you got bees.
Right. No, but it's
No,
so sad.
I really don't have a lot.
The fact that we get so excited, right, when we talk to someone and we're communicating with somebody and they're consistent, it's just sad, right? Because I was talking to one of my homegirls the other day, and I haven't talked to her in a while, right? And she was so excited. She was like, I met this guy. He's so amazing. Like, we've been talking for 16 days. Like, he communicates with me like this. I've been counting. It's the 16th day, and he's been consistent every day. And she was so excited. And I thought to myself, that's kind of sad because we're in a generation to where people are so, here with them 1 minute, they go away for a couple of days, pop back in, to where talking to someone consistently every day for just a little over 2 weeks is a big deal. It makes me feel like, wow, like, man, I got someone that's amazing. And it's like, it's basic communication, but that's how far removed we are.
I don't know what to do.
Just, y'all, please excuse the Zenobia. It's plugged up. I don't know how it could go out.
But it's okay. It's still showing good. Because it's the fader. We don't need it.
Zenobia broke it.
No, it's on.
But yeah, I just think that's sad that we get it's such that things are that bad that being able to communicate with somebody for just a couple of days or a week or two and it's consistent makes you feel like you got the creme de la creme. I'm just saying.
Right.
Latasha said, in all seriousness, people can be really good actors in the early stages.
True.
Absolutely.
True.
That's why I say 3 months is.
They can't, but this is the thing. Some people, I think somebody told me that people can act for up to a year. That people can maintain a false. So we can't go by that. I'm gonna be honest with you, Latasha, because they can. If somebody decides they want to act and portray a certain way to you, they could do that for up to a year. So that's why we can't make these decisions on our own. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I always got to go back to this. You have got to be led by the Holy Spirit, man, because there is so much out there, so many false counterfeits and just false people that will come to you with fake intentionality, with all these motives and stuff like that. It's not what it used to be. Like in the 50s and 60s, man, people dated for marriage only. That was it. They didn't want your money. They didn't even know if you had money. They just saw you. It was something about you that they gravitated toward you. They saw you as their wife. And that's why the Bible says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing. Men should be looking for their wife. They should be looking for the rib. And if that's what you're looking for, the Holy Spirit's going to order your steps. You will find that rib. But the problem is that men aren't looking for a wife.
They looking for drums.
They're looking for cheeks.
Did you say drums?
Yeah, they ain't looking for the rib. They looking for the drumsticks. I'm just saying.
Or just cheeks. Raquel said,
you said cheeks?
Yes, they're not looking for ribs, they're looking for cheeks. It's true. That's
you talking about booty?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I just seen that thing about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raquel said, don't listen to me, y'all. I was engaged after 3 months and married by 6 months.
Yes.
Been married 11 and a half years to the same guy.
So Raquel.
Oh, wait, she's still married?
Yeah. So Raquel, when he found you, he saw a wife in you. And that's why he wiped you up real quick. Yeah. But if he was one of these men that are just out here looking for a good time, just like, oh, I'm just going to try this one, 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 and hopefully one of them will be my wife. You are not looking. What you're doing is seeking. Come on here. And when you're seeking, you can find a whole bunch of stuff. But when you're looking,
end of the day, you really can't blame the man because, like, if time is going on and you can tell it ain't going nowhere, then it's up to you to be able to remove yourself.
But see, Zenobia, tell the truth. And not on you too. These women that are in these relationships that are staying, they're not just staying on GP. They're staying because of what they're hearing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the potential.
Right.
That's why they say potential is poison.
As soon as they see you walking away, they do something to try to snatch you back.
It's called breadcrumbing. So just like Hansel and Gretel, y'all see they did just
what kind of bread though? Like
it's got to be sourdough or some sort
of kind of bread you like, because clearly you
pick
sunbeams.
Okay, acting like a little duck, you're eating it. So they do just enough to bring you back.
That's the bottom of the riddle, Zenobia.
What sunbeam bread is like? No, it's not.
It's raggedy, girl.
Girl, sunbeam tastes way better than Miss Bear's now because it's so soft.
It's so soft.
Sunbeam is
Miss Bear's bread don't even taste the same no more.
Sunbeam is no.
Okay.
Latasha said, "I need to see you in all seasons."
Listen.
Yes. So when they say that, do they mean like literally all seasons?
You want to take this one?
Like wintertime?
So Raquel says, but we was friends for over a year, if that helps. Okay.
See, that's why I said, does it matter like how long you've known the person prior to?
Well, obviously everything comes into play.
Yeah.
Everything comes into play. It comes into play how ready he is. But my thing is, until you ready, don't even look. But what happens is people get lonely. They get bored and they're like, man, if I just want a companion, because there are a lot of people who are up in age that say, I don't want to get married. I just want a companion. I just want somebody that I can call
we
and
don't
say,
like contracts, people. Everybody knows we live in a time now where it's more appealing to be able to walk away from anything when you want to. That's why you got cell phone companies that do it. You got cable companies that do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, hey, there's no commitment. It's just
no commitment.
Month to month.
Right.
And people dating month to month. Nobody wants to stay permanently most of the time. So they want to just have fun. If I don't like it, I'll just go to the next person. And unfortunately, we have a revolving door. That's just what it is.
That's you playing Russian roulette.
Yeah, that's why I was saying.
What's up? That's who I was just talking about. A Rojo. You just missed.
They called P. Diddy and Joey Chavez on a boat on a yacht with each other. You know, she's Bow Wow's baby mama.
But he was just with
Carisha. Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was just talking about you.
Cheeks and drumsticks. Yes, man. They're looking for cheeks and drumsticks, not ribs. Okay.
Oh,
they put the rib platter to the side.
Help us, Father.
All the way to the side.
Help us. Lord, just lead us to just allow the right one to find us.
Yes, please.
You said let our husband find us.
She said let the right one find us. Yeah. JJ said, I think at this point in my life, by 6 months, I don't rush because time reveals some stuff you won't see too soon. My grandma said I need to see them in the seasons. Happy, mad, broke, and with money. Do they share their happiness with you? Do they take their frustrations out on you verbally or physically? That's a big one that I've always seen. That always happens. Do they have a work ethic or hustle when they're low on funds transitioning to work?
Good.
And do they share their successes with you? She said you don't have to provoke anger and make them mad, but it cut off.
Oh.
Can y'all see the rest? Or that's it?
That's it.
Even know.
Okay. She'll come back.
Oh, I think she was just saying, but
it says stop.
No, it's got more. It says, do they take their frustrations out on you? Do they have a work ethic or hustle when they're low on funds or transitioning work? And do they share their successes with you? She said you don't have to provoke anger, make them mad, but be in bad traffic with them. You'll see what you need to know.
See, I know I'm not crazy.
You know what? Wait, but the bad traffic thing, you know.
I'm big on that, but
she got road
rage. No, because I can't stand people. Because I feel like if that's your temperament, because you show your true colors. So if that's how you get when you really just are mad, and that means it's only a matter of time before you react.
In traffic,
yes. Because everything doesn't deserve that kind of reaction. It's the smallest thing. Cussing and just it's not
I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot better, but it's something that happens to me when I drive and I snap. Now I've gotten better, but that don't mean that's who I am in a relationship.
I can't make me believe it.
So no, but it just means it's only a matter of time.
No, but I ain't gonna say
that road race.
I've learned but you know what? It one thing I learned, it takes a lot to push my buttons. And if you push my buttons, then you don't need to be nowhere around me. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe your buttons shouldn't get pushed to that level, regardless of the situation.
Right.
You have to have self-control. Even if
you don't allow nobody.
Yeah. If you see my light on and I need to get over, you let me over.
Okay, see what I'm talking about? You're letting them control your emotions. Now, let me address this. You let them control your emotions because you're giving away your power. Anybody
giving away my power?
No, listen, let me tell you something. Anybody that has the power to change the direction of your day, to change your attitude, to cause you to go from happy to sad, they're taking away your power. I'm gonna tell you,
I've gotten a lot better with the road rage thing because now if I find myself doing I say, Lord, no, for real, forgive me. Teach me how to be patient. I was the person that snapped really. I would fight you. These one people follow me, and I ain't gonna lie, I got scared because I said, "Oh, I think I went too far." It was a husband and a wife, I think, and they
trying to tag team on you.
Yeah, man.
Latasha says Sunbeam. Yeah, she even laughing. Latasha, Sunbeam ain't where it's at.
No, Sunbeam is really soft.
Leave that yellow and blue on the shelf. Latasha said, "Yes, all seasons. You may be all happy and sunshine on spring break, and Christmas you have a whole mental issue."
Right. Come on here. And we need to see that. Latasha
Rojo said, "What I do."
No, I was talking about our conversation we had last night when we were talking about men and women in relationships.
Raquel said, "Do y'all believe in taking a guy to meet your father? Generally, your dad can call out the crap early because men know other men. What are y'all's thoughts?"
I don't know my daddy, so I can't answer that. I mean, who am I?
I don't believe that in 3 months he need to meet my father.
Yeah.
So what if you don't have a father for him to meet?
A man figure, a male figure, your spiritual father.
Your spiritual daddy.
Yes, you do. Girl, you go get on national TV and say you don't have no spiritual father.
Oh, I do have a spiritual father. Oh, my bad. I was thinking of
It's
my
the
dad.
dress, y'all.
I was
It's the
thinking
dress.
about my dad.
Her real daddy just got her mind discombobulated.
Yeah, I was thinking bring around my son. You know, Jordan's he could pick up stuff. So that's why I was thinking like maybe
That's
bring
a
him
lot
around
of responsibility to put on your son.
for
Yeah.
my son to
I mean,
figure
the
out.
opinion still matters, but I wouldn't let that be because he's only so wise. You need someone who's like older,
Right.
who can pick up on some.
They can ask the right questions. Hey, Andrea Hunt, thank you for joining us on tonight.
But you know why I don't never address the spiritual father thing? Because I always just deal with the spiritual mother. That's probably why. So she's my spiritual daddy and mama.
Okay, it's some single mothers out here. New
classic.
Thank you for joining us on tonight.
Hey, what's going on? So you can answer the question. I see you're give us the male perspective. How long is too long to date the same person without any commitment? Since you're a man, do you just let it go with the flow, or do you have a cutoff point? Like, do y'all have a cutoff point too, or do y'all just milk it for what it's worth and just keep going until the
Dang.
I'm just saying, because a lot of guys don't really
jumping on them.
I'm
We sorry.
Some guys just will go ahead and like the girl doesn't say anything. It's like, well, she good, I'm good. She hasn't told me anything, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing until she brings up the what are we? Then I'm a dip. You know, I'm just saying.
You just dip somewhere else.
That's what happened. It's like, oh, she pressured me. Yeah, I just wanted it to be organic, and you had to sit here and you messed up with good things.
But how long does organic go before
That's
organic?
the question.
That's literally what she's asking. Like, we have been letting this thing go naturally. It's been 7 months.
But is that still considered organic since it's 7 months? You get what I'm saying? Is it still
organic? Is not time. Organic is how it evolves, which means I'm not
meaning it ain't no organic no more because it ain't evolving.
But it should. Well,
you get what I'm saying though?
No, but it did evolve because y'all aren't where you were when you first started talking. The issue is, even though you've evolved, you haven't communicated anything about the evolution. Because clearly it's happened. It's time
right.
But y'all
and obviously it's going good because she wants to know, how long before we get to this next level.
I think she just needs to talk to him, man.
I agree, but I think it's what she says that's going to be pertinent.
How she say it. How she say it.
Don't say what are we. Do not.
Please don't.
Why don't you say what are we though?
No, what are we? What are we means I want a title. No,
and what are we is that's all the way pressure. That puts people off. Period.
Like, I'm not being funny. So how do you address that?
So you can say like, hey,
you use the sandwich method first of all.
Things have been going really great. I think that you're an amazing guy. We've clearly, from the time that we spoke and we said that what we wanted, I feel like things are going great. Mm-hmm. I could potentially see this growing further or whatever. So I just want to know, like, how do you feel?
Do you say that part though? I could potentially see this going further. Ain't that pressure too?
No, we already said that.
We're saying you're freeing him up to know that this is where I am.
Okay.
Where are you?
Yeah. So how do you feel about where we're at right now? Like,
okay,
that kind of thing. So
I can see how that other part would put pressure on somebody.
What are we? It's like,
where are we going? What is this? What are we doing with our lives right now? Be like, what?
No, that makes sense.
But
I never had to explain that way.
Use the sandwich method. Look, we've been, dating for 7 months, and man, I have really enjoyed this. You know what I'm saying? You're a phenomenal man. You're this, you're that.
Wait, what? You buttering him up?
That's what
it's called the sandwich method.
Because you're giving all the good things.
You know what? I'm so glad you're here.
You can make it easier for them to digest.
Yeah,
the stone you got to put.
Right. Anytime you gotta have a confrontation, and confrontation is not always negative. It could be a healthy confrontation. Right. But anytime you're having a confrontation with someone, you want to use the sandwich method because you don't want to
put them
open the door for offense or anything like that. So you want to start off with, these are all the great things about you. This is what I want to know, and this is the great things about us.
Because if you started off and just say, now look,
right?
You said you wanted a relationship.
That's
automatically it's gonna be like, whoa, that's saying coming out that
that's the ultimate. It's like the ultimate.
Like they're automatically gonna be like, I don't know what you have to say. Whatever you have to say, I'm finna give you pushback.
I've encountered that before. Yeah. I was just asking a question.
Not like that.
But I guess you gotta. I guess you got a spoonful. Feed them with baby food.
Go ahead, read that.
Latasha said, take them around an older dude who was bad news in his heyday. You will sniff him out real quick.
Okay,
and we got male perspective. He said, I mean, any woman that I date or take
Yes,
seriously is because
What?
I see images of a wife in her.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
so you're dating with purpose.
Wait,
Okay, that's
what?
good.
He don't waste his time.
What?
He
I mean,
said,
he
any
said
woman
any
that I
woman.
date or take seriously is because I see images of a wife in her.
That's
So,
exactly what we were talking about. New
Yeah.
classic.
Okay, I get what he's saying.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it's the lights. It's too bright.
that's exactly what we were talking about. And the fact that you stated that, and I wish that more men dated with that kind of intentionality. Like, I see wifely attributes in her, meaning that not because I've known her for 6 months, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But off a jump, it's just something. It should be, if you're a godly man and you're seeking a godly relationship, it should be some sort of unction of the Holy Spirit to say, look at her. It's something about her. I don't know if it's like a big yellow light that comes around her and it's like, you know, like the heavens are speaking to me. I don't know. I'm not a man. I've never experienced it. Why? Because women are not supposed to be finding husbands. We're supposed to be found. But whatever that experience looks like, and I guess we could just ask you, what images of a wife have you seen in women that you dated, and what did you find out about that? You know, like that you are you married now? You know. But anyway, yeah. So how long is it?
He ain't
How long
married
is-
because his name is New Classic. But anyways,
He could be married.
he's not married.
he's not married.
New classic. He might be a
He's not married.
car fanatic.
No, he's not married.
How do you know him?
That title relates to tennis shoes, but
No,
anyways.
new classic. Well, I don't know.
Y'all
What I don't know what it relates to. I was thinking old school cars.
Who
Okay.
knows? Raquel said, I'm really enjoying this show. Christian women giving positive advice, teaching women to raise the bar, which nobody wants to go under.
Listen.
Around back in my younger college days, I might not have made so many poor choices.
Oh.
Yeah. College was.
But Raquel's married though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's-
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
College was a petri dish of just mistakes and
It was a
experience.
time of discovery.
Yeah.
Just not discovering, the right things maybe.
Right.
Or I feel like this. Everything that happens in life, because all of us got a story. Come
Yeah.
on, and if you watch the show long enough,
Man.
you're gonna find out our stories because we don't have no
And
problem.
you been coming out some every week.
right.
You know what?
Yes.
We should just have a confession session where everybody just drop one little tidbit.
Let's do that real quick.
Oh, you can go first.
No, for real, y'all. Let's do one confession
Okay.
real quick.
Okay, one confession.
I want you to start out because I can bounce off of you. No, for real.
She already confessed.
I mean,
she dated a man in his son.
But she confessed every time. We need something new.
I don't know if I have anything new.
I'm
I
not
can
even
say
used to
something.
whoever.
Yeah, it could be.
All that's
Okay.
new to
So
you.
Confession time.
Okay, confession time. Quote unquote.
Confession session.
Confession session. Who said that earlier? I think it was Mary Martin, but I don't know. But anyway, so one confession that I will say that a lot of people don't know, some people do, is that back in the Gap, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I used to be a stripper. And my strip name was
And
Caramel.
Okay.
A caramel. Because my skin is caramel.
A stripper and a cripple.
Yeah. And so I was pretty famous, you guys. Just want to throw that out there. All right.
Yeah.
Next confession.
Who got next? You?
You guys.
Okay. Well, mine is old, but
works.
it may be new to some of y'all. So I used to be a little trap baby. So I was dating a drug dealer.
You was trapped?
She was
I
a
used
trap
to be
baby.
trapping in Fort Worth. Like I used to make drops for my boyfriend at the time. And yeah.
A drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right
in
here.
prison right now.
What was your
still.
drug dealer name?
I didn't have one.
It was a Nana?
They just called me two.
Two.
Wait, what?
Like two?
Mhm.
Or
was your-
like,
Because I'm not a number two in real life. So they would just call me two.
wow. Two. Make this drop.
Yeah.
I can't. Listen, y'all can't make
But
this
you know
stuff
one thing I
up.
can say that we all have in common is selling
We all
drugs.
was
We all sold drugs.
She's a prostitute. Girl.
I made that up.
We're not doing
No.
that.
We all sold drugs,
No,
okay?
we all sold drugs at some point.
Mine would be I had my first trick at the age of 16.
Kind of trick. Magic trick.
No, an older man. He was like 40 something. When I was 16, I had my first trick.
That's a
How did y'all
sugar
even
daddy. That's
meet?
not a trick.
No, he tricked money on me.
But how did y'all meet?
I can't say how we met. He's dead now, and hopefully.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. So
wheelchair.
So yeah, I've had
She bumped him down.
I had him, and I had so I always dealt with older men as tricks. I had tricks.
That don't sound right.
He was my trick. He
But
gave
that's
me
not the right word, is it?
that
Yeah, it
is the
is.
right word. He was my trick.
Because
I mean, trick
prostitutes
is kind of
do
like the
tricks,
same
right?
as
Is that
trick.
what
No,
it's
prostitutes do tricks, but tricks give money. I had tricks. I had
Okay.
older men
You
tricking on
wasn't
me.
tricking, you was getting tricked on.
Yeah, I was making money.
Okay.
I made bread.
Now it's y'all turn.
Right, and we sharing our stuff. I need to see some confessions in this
We
conversation.
need to see some
confessions. All our stuff. Okay.
I'm talking about I was at Walmart just shopping. I thought
Thank
I
you for the
had.
hearts, y'all.
You said food stamps too. I got.
I'm pretty sure those hearts
I
been
was
y'all
buying my
praying for
mama
us.
groceries and everything. She didn't even know it. Off that credit card.
Oh my.
Question, hello, Black Queens. I absolutely can't take a woman serious if I can't visualize her being my wife.
I can understand that.
But will you continue to date her even though you don't see her as being your wife? That's the question, Quest. But I want to say New Classic said that he is
not
he's
married.
not married.
Not married. That's what I'm laughing at. Let me read this. So Natasha Williams said her confession is my sugar daddy had a heart attack when I finally gave up the sugar. And I had to tell the paramedics the truth.
Oh my God, Natasha!
Like he had a heart attack or he died had a heart attack.
No, I think she would have said he died. I hope.
I don't know.
Wow.
I used to think I was gonna have a heart attack all the time because he just shook.
Come on, give us some more confessions, y'all.
Question, these confessions are so dope. You ladies are so down to earth.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Quest.
Now we need a confession.
Yeah,
That man
we need
used
you
to
to give us a confession, Quest to seek God.
Oh, fell out the bed. Okay, so he lives.
Oh, he fell out the bed,
I
heart
thought he
attack.
died. I was like,
What kind
ooh,
of
yeah.
sugar did you give him?
Girl, you
Don't
must,
answer that.
I was about to say something totally inappropriate. I'm so sorry.
It's like, what kind of sugar?
The Lord shut my mouth. He's like,
No, for real.
Don't say it.
Yeah,
Don't say it.
You can replay this.
Right. Yes. Okay, come on, y'all. We need Ricky. I know you got a confession. Quit playing. We need some more confessions, you guys, and then we're gonna close out the show. We need 4 more confessions.
Come on, confession.
Raquel, come on.
Well, if you put a number, we got to get one more confession in. Go.
What?
Yeah,
The
go.
devil?
You
How
know,
we doing one a show?
One?
do
No.
one more.
No, I have confessed.
I want to hear one more.
I already did 3 confessions today. I'm confessing now. Right.
We had righteous to righteous.
We did have righteous to righteous.
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, and
So
it
we
was,
need
man,
another
that was
one, 'cause that was a while ago.
yeah, that was a whole
That was like a
show.
couple of
we
what,
did.
like
That
in
was when we were still
2018.
in Fishbowl.
That was like in
19.
2018.
That was a long. That was like 18.
That was
We were still on
18.
Fishbowl Radio.
Yeah, because
That
I
was a
stopped
long
popping
ago.
pills in 2019.
So we need another one.
And so,
There's her other confession.
no, that ain't everybody know I used to pop pills, but
Not everybody.
I used to pop pills, but I'm delivered.
I see y'all being stingy. Y'all
Hallelujah.
being quiet. Y'all being shy. I don't see nothing in these comments. Y'all keeping your confessions to
Well,
yourself.
listen, it's kind of like the pastor waiting for offering. If y'all ain't gonna come, we're gonna keep going on with the show.
Or you just gonna?
Oh,
I
so
see it.
listen.
3 more people are about to tell their confessions. I can
I
see
remember
it.
this one time. So I used to have a Nissan Maxima. I had it for like 2 days, right? I had it for 2 days. No, I had this Nissan.
You didn't have a Nissan Maxima. You borrowed one.
No, I had a Nissan Maxima. I got it out of Arlington. I had it for 2 days.
2 days.
So I used to pop pills, right? And so this girl that I got cool with, she was like, "Here, let me throw you some pills and let me dry your car real quick." I was like, "Cool, I'll get in." So I'm so high, I'm not realizing what's going on. I wake up and we in a whole nother country somewhere, like in a country town. I didn't even know where it was. And we came back, and I wake up, and it's a dude in the back seat. And he was like, "Oh, she high and shit." I was like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? I didn't even realize like she had put so many miles on my car. Well, what happened? The car dealership found out I lied about having a job, and they came and repoed the car like 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, "Where all these miles come from?" Because she drove it all the way, yeah.
And you was passed out the whole time?
Man, I was high on Lord tab.
Okay. That what kind of high is that? We just put you to sleep.
Hydrocodone. That Lord tab is like pain pills and muscle relaxers. Well, that's because I mixed it with the muscle relaxers. Don't do that, but I did. I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's hydrocodone by itself. Like even for actual pain, it never ever works. Like it doesn't do anything for me.
Okay. So final thoughts for our listener that asked this question that I'm praying these answers are going to bless you. No. Final thoughts.
I think that you should definitely have a conversation because again, if he was able to communicate that he wants a relationship and that's what he's working towards, and he hasn't communicated anything, I would want to at least check in to make sure you're still on the same page. Because for all you know, he could be in a different chapter, different book by now. So you want to just check in. So just ask him again. Sandwich method. Like, I think you're great. I think you're amazing. These past 7 months have been all of the things. And I just want to see, how do you feel about where we're at right now? That's it. No pressure, but
Right.
still a little bit pressure.
Yeah.
Final thoughts. I would say if you've already had that conversation with him and he was like, things are going good, let's not mess it up. Now you got to make a decision for yourself on whether you're going to continue to stay. I would say after 7 months, I would kind of pull away. And then sometimes in that pulling away, it will make that person realize, I don't want to lose them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or this is the best thing ever happened to me. What am I doing?
Because then if they let you go, then you already have got your answer.
Right. And if they don't want to let you go, then they're going to come with that commitment.
Yeah.
So I would say,
pull away after 1 month.
What? It's been 7 months. Why they got to wait another
now?
month? She's asking the question like she's ready to do something right now. She's wanting something to pop right now. And so I would say, how long is too long? Obviously, right now is too long because you're asking the question and you already feel that in your spirit. So I would say, trust yourself, trust how you feel. If you had a conversation, pull away. If a man really wants you, he will pursue you and not let you go. And I'm just going to throw that out there. If he does not pursue you, like Nana said, that's saying a whole lot right there.
Mm-hmm. See what you're saying? Yeah, look, it's your turn.
Oh, so don't be high when you know.
Please don't be high.
Don't be high or drunk.
Sometimes, okay. So I know that there's this whole thing about men. They chase women and they know what they want and stuff. I've actually encountered a few men in my life that sometimes are not that dominant enough to address a topic like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just say, just go ahead and have that conversation because it may be a conversation that he wants to have and he may not know how to have it. And then you go from there based on whatever the result. I would say don't overthink and stuff like that. If it's something that you're ready for, make it known to him. If it's something he's not ready for, then that's on you on what to do after.
Right. Yeah. And at least you can make an educated decision. Yeah. Okay, I know where he is.
Yeah.
I now make a decision. Do I want to continue to wait for him to know? Or do I just want to, sever it? Yeah. And that's the beauty of the truth, man. When the Bible says the truth will make you free, not set you free, which is, some of the versions, but it's actually make you free, which means the truth will give you the freedom to make educated decisions, man. So,
Yeah.
Truth is important.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Taibu Muad'Dib says the show is still fire.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, Taibu, for sharing that. So listen, we are wrapping up this topic. I believe that I pray that
I think it's gonna go good for her.
Yeah, I think it is. Either way, and you have to be okay either way. If he says I don't know, I'm not ready to commit. You have to be okay whether he wants to commit or not.
And it doesn't mean that he's not the person for you. Just at that moment, that's not where he is, and then that's why you have to make that decision on what's best for you. Because sometimes when the person say that, it's like, oh, girl, it's not meant for me. It's not necessarily saying that you guys are on two different pages at that time. So.
And it's okay because everybody is not for you.
Right.
Everybody's not for you.
I'm dropping the relationship book soon. I'm going to read it, Taibu.
There's freedom in rejection.
Oh, that's going to be very interesting. He said, I'm dropping that. You're not ready to drop that relationship book. You're not ready. Unless you're taking notes from my show and you're going to put that out in your book, which is called plagiarism, and you'd have to give us money off of it. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in on tonight. So listen to everybody that is tuned in. Ricky, thank you for hanging with us on the show tonight. So we hope we pray that the listener is blessed. And if you need more, better understanding of our last comments, just hit us up. All right, Nana.
Power Radio Show, and make sure you follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. That's Women of Power 5. Because at the end of the day, what kind of Savage Squad are you if you're not actually following us? See you there.
All right, so listen, you guys, we definitely want you to tune in next week.
Yes, and if you have been blessed by this show and our wonderful segments, especially confessions, because y'all should come pay for the information, that would be nice. Feel free to donate to us at $WOP Radio so that we can continue to bring you all content and upgrade all of our little technicalities that you see going on around here. Also, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please take the 2 seconds it takes to just go on there and hit subscribe. Okay.
Yes.
We don't care if you ever get on there to watch this again. We need it for the algorithms because it helps us. So when people do search Women in Power Radio Show, we actually come up. Or
At
else
the top.
we don't even show up. We don't exist.
We
All
do.
right?
Well, we just don't show up at the top. You got to scroll a little bit. But we want to be
Someone
up
might
there.
get tired of scrolling.
Yeah.
The Facebook review. We also love to know and hear feedback of how you all think we're doing. So please feel free to leave us a review, okay? Because we want to know. And lastly, you can submit your questions right here in the comments if you would like.
Here.
You can slide in our DMs right here on Facebook. Or if you want to be anonymous, you can email us at womenofpower5@gmail.com. All right?
Absolutely.
Tasha said she was listening to us last week on a taco date, and he said that we were male bashing.
She said, "Oh well,
we don't male bash though.
We really don't."
Even started because he finna be.
Yeah, of course he thinks we're male bashing, but having a standard, if y'all call that male bashing, then so be it.
Let's end this show.
So be it. All right. So thank y'all once again for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. Same bad place, same bad time.
Where we get in your business for your benefit. Y'all have a good one.